Hi people, it looks like everyone and their mother are talking about the book which I'm going to share with you now. So yeah, I'm going to make a very brief summary of it because yeah, I think that everyone is familiar with Fur Wing by now by Rebecca Yarros. I love the Georgianness of the cover. And the book, it's amazing. I read it in like one day and a half, and it's like 500 pages. I just couldn't put it down. It's so good. We are going to find this character called Violet, and she comes from a family where her mom and her sister and her deceased brother are dragon riders. And this is like a very hard thing to be, because the preparation to enter into the school alone can kill you. When you are inside the academia, you can go up dead, whether because of the exercises that you have to do, or because your comrades decide to get rid of you, or because something goes completely wrong and a dragon exterminates you. And also you have this fear that when you graduate and are out of there, you can also die because there is a war. And for once, I have to say that I do love that from the very beginning you have this sense of how high the stakes are. And I love that you have this character called Violet, and she wasn't trying to be a dragon rider. She was trying to be a scribe, because she likes history and she wanted to keep records of history. Because you have the fighters, but you also have the people who record history, and they have like real power because they can decide which things go into record and which things don't. And this is something that's going to be reflected in the book a lot, about how easy it is for people in power to decide what story they want to tell. And from the very beginning, we are going to be seeing, like, when we began the book, there had been this fight, and there's these people who made this rebellion, and they were killed, and their kids were marked. So when you look at them, you know that they are the kids of the people who made the stand against the king, and and they're in the same school of the dragon riders, and it's like this separation. And I think it's kind of, when you think about it, it's kind of very cruel that you have killed the parents of these kids because they did this rebellion kind of thing, and they bear the mark of it. So everyone knows that they're guilty by association without asking them what they think about it. And we are going to find one character who's called Xaden. He is going to be one of our main characters, and he is one of these kids of the rebellion. And from the very beginning, he's going to be sort of pitted against Violet, because Violet's mom was the one who ordered the killing of his dad and countless others who were in the rebellion. So yeah, this book has lots of things that are going to make you think a lot about people in power, as I say, and how you tell the story and who gets to be able to tell the truth. Because there is many layers of truth to be discovered in this book. But without giving anything away, because there's going to be a spoilers-free review, I do love how we have this character who also, Violet, who has been training for something so completely different, because she suffers from chronic illness, which it's a representation that I completely love in books as a chronic illness sufferer myself. So having this character here, she's afraid she can die. She knows she's not fragile, so to speak, but she knows that she has a disadvantage when pitted against people who have been training all their lives for this role and also have the physical abilities to get there. But she has brains and she knows how to use them, and I did completely love her. And the dragons are amazing, and I love the bond between dragons and riders, and I loved every fucking thing in this book. I also like that there's talk about what love is supposed to be like. There's this guy who's very interested in Violet, but seems like he cannot respect her boundaries. He cannot respect her for who she really is. He's always like, he thinks that he's protecting her, but he's trying to smother her. Like, you have to leave, you have to. And I love how she stands up for herself and says, maybe you are the one with the problem and not me. And yeah, this book is amazing, you guys. You're going to love it. It has, as I say, a representation of queerness, of chronic illnesses, of family found, of of people who is in power and tell you what to do and what to think, and people who simply obey laws without questioning them, and people who do question them. And I love that it makes you think about racism in a way, and people who you mark for being different, without giving them the voice or the chance to explain what happened. And yeah, I mean, this is an amazing book, and as I say, I love that when it talks about war, and it's going to show us war. I love how real it is. It's not a fancy thing where dragons went flying and breathing fire. It's something that can get yourself killed, that can get people you love killed. And I love that our characters, they don't shrug off this death. When someone dies, it's something that affects them, that makes them think, that makes them react, and it's something that keeps on building them into something bigger, better, or worse, depending on the character we're talking about. And yeah, I mean, this book is amazing. I know I'm not making it justice. There's thousands of reviews of this book in all the medias. So yeah, I mean, I was kind of afraid, because when one book is so hyped up, sometimes you read it and it's like, but this one, it was like, what? Why I didn't pick this one up sooner? Because I mean, it has everything. The narrative is top notch. The story is amazing. The politics, the beliefs, the characters are so well done. The romance is sizzling. I mean, you can burn yourself on that romance. I love how it evolves from enemies to friends to lovers to, yeah, I love it. And the dragons, as I say, it's amazing. I love how well writing everything is, and how, as I say, it makes you think about being a woman and stand up your ground, making friends, finding your own family, standing for the things that you believe in, questioning everything that you have been told to see if it's the truth or not, about the ability of saying, okay, let me think for myself, you don't need to cuddle me, you don't need to protect me, I can do it on my own, I can overcome myself, I'm not going to be this superhero, but I know I can find a way to stand my ground, and I'm going to do that. There's so many good things about this book that I can only rave about it and say, pick it up, because it's amazing. And dragons make everything 100% better. So yeah, this one is 100% recommended. Thank you for watching. Bye.